Welcome to Librarian Recommends. Hi, my name is Trish and I'm one of the librarians at Barbican Library. And whilst the library is closed, I'm going to bring you some suggestions of books to read or listen to via a Librarian Recommends session each week on a Thursday. Whilst you're unable to come into the library to collect books, you can download ebooks and audiobooks using our free RBdigital app. I have the app loaded on my device here. And you will see once you have downloaded the app that there's a line here that just says register now. You just need to touch here and enter your details, including your library membership number, and this could be the number printed on your library card beginning with a P, or the temporary membership number you've received if you've joined us online. You will also be asked what library you are using. Just select City of London and make sure you've got the country set to United Kingdom. Today I'm going to concentrate on science fiction. You may already be a fan, or like me, you may never have given it a try. I enjoy watching science fiction like Star Trek, but have never given sci-fi books a try. I'm going to give it a go now, so why don't you? Firstly, I'm going to mention some ebook titles you might be interested in trying. How about a classic to kick things off? Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. This was published in 1951, and it's still as popular now as it was then. In this story, the majority of the population are blinded after witnessing a spectacular meteor storm. And there is another danger lurking in this post-apocalyptic land: Triffids, mobile coniferous plants that can kill humans. Well, that's something to take your mind off what's going on in the world at the moment. Next up is Reality by Guy Haley. This is a sci-fi mystery set in the future, featuring the duo Richards and Klein, a kind of Holmes and Watson of the 22nd century. Richards is an advanced level 5 artificial intelligence, and his partner Klein is a German ex-military cyborg. This really does sound like an intriguing read. How about Guardians of the Phoenix by Eric Brown? This is a post-apocalyptic novel set in the future when Earth has been ravaged by ecological disaster and the human population has been decimated by biological and nuclear conflicts. It centres around Paul, who is rescued from cannibals by a group of benevolent strangers, and he joins them in their perilous mission to hopefully find water and salvation. This certainly doesn't sound like a cheery read, but sometimes these can be the best distraction. A couple of others you might be interested in are Humans by Matt Haig. This is a book which I have read and thoroughly enjoyed. It involves an alien from the planet Vonadoria coming to Earth to complete a mission. The alien knows nothing about humans or their cultures, and we see our world from his perspective. It's a really funny, thought-provoking and poignant read. There is also the mammoth book of Nebula Awards Sci Fi, SF. The Nebula Awards are voted for annually by members of the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America, and this is a collection of short stories from all corners of the sci-fi world, so it's a really good introduction to the genre. And now onto some audiobooks. If you've not tried listening to books before, why not give it a try? There really is something relaxing and soothing about being read to, regardless of the genre. The first suggestion I have for you is The Psychology of Time Travel by Kate Mascarenhas. This opens in 1974, where 4 female scientists known as the Pioneers have built a time machine. There's a lot of mystery surrounding the Pioneers, and this novel is set across different time periods and told from different perspectives. And that makes it a highly innovative novel that blends sci-fi and detection fiction. Definitely an interesting read. Next up is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. The setting for this book is Mars, a few hundred years in the future. Workers are trying to make the red planet hospitable for future generations as the Earth is dying. The universe is made up of a colour-coded caste system, and Darrow, a 16-year-old, belongs to the Reds, the lowest of the low, mining below the surface of Mars. He is horrified when he discovers that Mars is in fact already inhabited and the Reds are just slaves to the Golds, the decadent ruling class. Have a listen to see if Darrow can infiltrate the Golds to see justice and revenge. How about The Deep Range by Arthur C. Clarke? This is one of the lesser-known novels by this highly influential science fiction writer. This follows the life and career of Walter Franklin an astronaut forced to give up his job after a traumatic experience in space. He can no longer undertake space travel and is living on Earth while his family is on Mars. He swaps the skies for the seas and rises from trainee to the director of whales, that's the sea mammal, not the country, in a world where the seas are fenced and whales provide the primary source of human sustenance. There are many dangers to be faced and mysteries to be solved in this really intriguing novel. Another you might like to try is The Host by Stephanie Myers. This is aimed at adult sci-fi readers, rather than the younger fans of Myers' Twilight trilogy. Again, set on a post-apocalyptic Earth that has been invaded by aliens, it is a body snatcher love story, which really sounds like a genre all of its own. Myers describes this book as science fiction for people who don't like science fiction, so it could be a really good introduction to this genre. I do hope you enjoy these ideas for your next read, even if it is a genre you've not thought of reading before. Why not try something new? You might be surprised. And don't forget, if these titles I have suggested are unavailable when you look, you can search by genre in the RBdigital device. I have the app here on my device. Let's just show you here. And you just need to touch the magnifying glass in the top corner here. And you will then see the 4 formats we offer displayed. I'm going to select ebooks. And then you just need to touch genre. And you can select science fiction from the list that's displayed. That's just down there a bit. And then you just need to touch search again. Just wait a moment and then you will see the titles we've got available. So do use the comments section to add suggestions of your own science fiction books you think our customers might enjoy. And if we don't already have them in our RBdigital collection, we'll see if we can add them. Before I go, I would again like to thank my colleague Lynn for her invaluable help putting these recommendations together. Stay safe and well, and we'll see you next week.